After a spicy dinner, the girls go back to the workroom for Untucked. But there's something wrong here. Everyone feels it, but they just can't seem to be able to pinpoint what it is. Not yet. Jasmine is the first one to realize it. She feels something. She feels an itch down there, and it's only intensifying. As she takes her position, the realization hits her like a bullet train. She won't be able to hold it much longer. Soon she'll have to reach down there with her pinky and give it a good scratch. However, her solution comes with an impossible conundrum. How to do it without anyone noticing? Her only option is to drive attention away and covertly reach down there while everyone is distracted. So she asks Georgios how she feels. The camera moves to Georgios as she spills the tea. She should have bottomed. She knows it, but she's relieved that she's safe. Mostly because her Bussy's on fire too, but she can't tell the other queens. The shame is too big. What if it's crabs? She'll have to have a talk with Steven. It's inevitable. Thankfully, Lady Candem intercepts to lift her up, while at the same time adding more shades and color to her character, because you need those peaks and valleys after all. As the camera moves away to the British lady, Georgios and disappear under her panties. And Jasmine draws a breath of relief. She is not the only one. However, her hitch is getting stronger. She's going to need more than a finger this time, that's for sure, but the camera's back on her again. A livid Jasmine desperately tries to move the conversation away from herself and her Bussy's discomfort. What's her name? Orion? You over there, how do you feel? But Bosco calls her out, triggering shady music to play in the background. Orion's happy her Bussy got a rest for this episode, and Aya intercepts by telling her that she's happy for her. However, by the looks of it, she might have just popped an hemorrhoid. Then she compliments Maddie, and for a brief moment of infinite relief, the itch subsides and everyone joins in. What they don't know is that, straight or not, Maddie's Bussy is on fire too. The camera moves back to Jasmine. Her itch is now uncontrollable. Where does it come from? Why now? And most importantly, are she and Georgios the only ones? But there's no answer. Of course there's no answer. And she's too scared to ask directly. Instead, she asks Lady how she feels. Lady's Bussy seems to be unaffected, as she adds more peaks and valley to her character. But no one is really paying attention, because a field producer, bless her heart, noticed what was going on and asked the talent handler to bring in 10 tubes of Preparation H. Sometimes the world really is full of wonders. However, Lady is too busy crafting her storyline to remind herself to be cautious and grab a tube for herself. As the burn finally kicks in, Lady breaks into tears. Allegedly. In the silence, Jasmine tries to console her by describing our own Bussy as similar insecurities. However, shady music plays in the background, casting doubts on her sincerity. And so Bosco shades her again, and everyone is bitch-facing Jasmine. There's no shadow of a doubt, she must be the culprit. She is the one to blame for everyone's Bussy rash. At this point, the girls are back from the cryptiques. Cornbread thinks her and Carrie will probably have to bottom on the main stage. Maddie asks who should top, Michelle or Lani. Cornbread surprises everyone by saying Deja should top this time. Deja is so thankful for the opportunity, especially because she has no professional training. Then Cornbread intercepts by pulling a Jasmine and showing everyone her Bussy most definitely is the most resilient of them all. Jasmine intercepts by tentatively asking who does she think should bottom instead of her. However, Cornbread shuts her down. In an unexpected turn of events, we find out Cornbread's Bussy was just as itchy as everyone else. Then we move on to Alyssa. Maddie tries to apologize for not saving a tube of Preparation H for her, and Alyssa tells her it's not her fault. Finally, we move on to Carrie. Her Bussy is loose, but not uptight. Everyone's glad to hear that at least someone will be able to bottom for the judges. They share a good laugh and move back to the main stage.